Yo, Naomi! It's been a crazy long time, huh?
Could it be... Is that the world's biggest love fool? How's it going? Is your head still off way up in the clouds?
Huh?
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean anything by that. Forget I said anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's me, Henry.
Oh yeah, I remember. The dirtbag I divorced for cheating on me with my old classmate.
Why do you have to say it like that? It's been over 5 years now. Sheesh, woman. Give me a break, would ya?
You're right. It's been over 5 years, so why are you messaging me? You here to beg for money?
Why would I do something like that?
I suspect you probably ended up in a mountain of debt after everything that went down.
Yeah, and why was that? Because of all the compensation I had to pay to you during the divorce. I kept up diligently with my loan repayments, though, never missing a single one. Now my credit score's clean and I'm finally out of the red.
You might be out of the red, but that doesn't mean you're in the green. You probably don't have any savings, right? In any case, I don't have a single cent to lend you, and I never will. Bye!
That's not it! Wait! You're wrong anyway. I do have savings. Maybe not much, but I do. What matters is that even in spite of that, I'm happy.
That's a surprise. But it does confirm my theory that you're a moron with his head in the clouds. After all, who could marry a girl like Rita and still be happy?
What's this thing you keep saying about my head being in the clouds? I don't get what you mean. Is it supposed to be a joke?
If you don't understand at this point, I think it's probably for the best we keep it that way.
I'm obviously gonna be curious.
If you really want to know, I suggest you go and investigate yourself.
What the hell is with you, Naomi? I went out of my way to contact you after we didn't speak for 5 years, and this is how you act?
Oh no, are you just the world's biggest victim? Have you heard yourself? Went out of my way? You deserve sainthood. I thought I was making it crystal clear how much you're annoying me by how blunt I'm being with you. I was obviously wrong and you're dimmer than I thought.
Come on, at least listen to what I've got to say. I saw you in front of the station.
When? Yesterday around noon. Oh yeah, that might have been me. I think was around the station at the time, actually.
I knew it! What's going on? Did you come back?
Come back? What do you mean?
I heard that you got remarried, but I guess it fell apart, and you had to move back in with your parents, huh? Tragic.
Excuse me?
Imagine being a woman with 2 divorces under her belt. That's gotta be seriously rough. I, on the other hand, am happier than I've ever been.
Wow, good for you.
Listen to this. You're never gonna believe it. I'm a dad to twins now. They were born half a year ago.
Wow, amazing! I can barely contain my excitement!
Hey, stop being so sarcastic, damn it. You could at least congratulate me.
Congrats. Is Rita the mom?
Of course she is. She and I tied the knot as soon as I finished paying off my debts. And just after that, we found out she was pregnant. Everything lined up for us perfectly. My life is now nothing but a series of joyous events. One thing's for sure, it makes up for all the crap you put me through in the past. I've got a feeling there's nothing but happiness waiting for me from here on out. Sometimes it feels too good to be true, and I wonder if I'm gonna wake up at any moment. I think I used up all my suffering for this life during my relationship with you.
All of your suffering, huh? If only life were that simple, Henry. I hate to tell you this, but I've got a feeling it isn't. Especially after what you did. Can you really call happiness obtained by treading all over other people true happiness?
Regardless of whatever jealous, bitter remarks you might make, Rita and I are genuinely happy together. Our lives are like a fairy tale. A part of me did feel bad for you about what happened with us, but this is simply the reality of things now, Naomi. And you're gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I'm super happy.
Okay, I came to terms with it. Are we done?
You think you're so clever. I understand how hard this must be for you considering what a disaster your life is now.
Huh? My life's a disaster? Interesting. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
Come on, Naomi. I get you're embarrassed, but there's no point in playing dumb.
About what?
You might be able to make it somehow if you were only a one-time divorcee. However, being a two-time divorcee? As a woman? From a man's point of view, you're basically damaged goods. Sorry, babe, but things aren't looking good for you.
A two-time divorcee? Would you mind telling me who the hell you're talking about?
Drop the act. It's just sad now. I'm obviously talking about you. I'm pretty sure you understand from the flow of the conversation. You're just ashamed and don't want to admit it.
I only ever divorced once.
But you said it happened again earlier on.
I most definitely did not.
What?
Why don't you try reading through the chat again? You just assumed I got divorced again because you saw me in front of the station and somehow made an astounding logical leap that it somehow meant I moved back in with my mom and dad.
Huh? But wait. So you're saying you didn't divorce the guy you married after me?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Huh? Well, what the hell are you doing back here then? When a woman of your age goes back to her parents' place, it usually only means one thing.
Does the concept of visiting not exist in your mind?
Huh? Visiting?
I got invited to the wedding of a friend who lives in the same neighborhood as my parents. I lived with my husband on the other side of the state now, so I'm staying with my parents while I come back for my friend's wedding. Oh, and by the way, the wedding was the Saturday the day before yesterday, and guess who I saw there? Rita.
Huh? The day before yesterday? Wasn't it yesterday? Sunday? She told me the wedding was yesterday!
Huh?
Plus, it wasn't around here. She said it was a couple of hours away on the train. She left first thing on Saturday. The ceremony itself was yesterday. That's what she told me. She's supposed to be coming home tomorrow. That's why she left the kids with my mom and dad.
None of what you just said makes any sense. The wedding ceremony and banquets were both held at the reception hall of a hotel near the S station, which isn't that far from here, and definitely not a few hours away. If you live around here, it should be possible to arrive and make it back on the same day. Why would she need 4 days?
Huh? What the? Wait, what the hell is going on?
Maybe it's just best I tell you.
What? Tell me what? Do you know something I don't?
Let me make this clear that this isn't something I'm directly involved in, nor something I directly saw myself. It's nothing to do with me, and I don't want it to be, okay?
Just tell me! You can't say you know something then hold off like that! Did you see something?
One of my friends who got invited to the wedding said she saw Rita and Chad in the backyard of the hotel. Apparently they were getting quite familiar with one another.
What? Chad? Wait, that's...
That's right, Rita's ex-boyfriend. My friend, the one who saw them, knows about everything that happened back then when Rita was stealing you from me. She said she couldn't keep quiet about it and told me everything. What a pair those two are. I mean, can you believe it? I wonder if it happened in the heat of the moment when they were reunited by chance at the wedding. Or have they in fact been at all like rabbits behind your back the whole time? Actually, me and my friend already had this discussion. We didn't have enough information at the time, but now I know she lied to you. Her husband, about the day and venue of the wedding. I can only conclude one thing.
Wait. Stop it! Just stop it right now! Don't go making up hurtful lies just because you're jealous of mine and Rita's happiness!
Don't flatter yourself, sweetie. Whether you're happy or not makes no difference to me. Anyway, I told you everything I have to say. I suggest you go off and think about it on your own now.
Naomi? It's me, Henry. Can I speak to you about something?
What?
Rita and I got a divorce.
Oh my.
You were right. She was cheating on me with Chad. Apparently the reason she was away for a whole 4 days was because they used the coincidence they both got invited to the wedding as an opportunity to go on holiday together afterwards.
Oh well, that explains it then.
That's not all. On top of that, the kids,
The kids? What about them?
they're not mine.
Wow.
How the hell could this happen to me? I thought we were the happiest family alive. I thought I had it all.
I hate to say I told you so, but I did ask you whether happiness obtained by treading all over people could really be called true happiness.
Oh my god.
You might not even have known since you've only lived around here since graduating college and finding a job, but she's always been notorious for being a cheating homewrecker of the highest order.
What?
Particularly with Chad, who is known for being just as much of a rat. They break up, get back together again, always breaking other people's hearts in the process, of course. It's like an endless loop.
I didn't know anything about that.
I'm guessing they knew and took advantage of your ignorance on purpose.
Seriously?
Rita's also known for being super shallow and going for guys based solely on their looks. Even if the rest of you is rotten, you are at least handsome, which is probably why she set her sights on you. Oh yeah, on that note, do you know who the real dad of your twins is?
Well, I'm guessing it's Chad.
I guess he's the most likely candidate. Anyway, I assume you're gonna be super busy from now on, what with things like compensation claims to think about. Good luck!
About that.
What?
Just as I was getting ready to call a lawyer and file my claim, the two of them fled abroad. I have no idea where they are now.
Wow, seriously?
Not just that, but they left the kids with me.
Wow, those two are something else. Just when you think they can't get any more brazen.
What am I supposed to do now? I'm stuck here looking after two screaming, vomiting brats that aren't even mine. I feel totally lost. I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
Did you try contacting Rita or Chad's parents? They're the kids' grandparents, after all.
They refuse to have anything to do with us.
Oh, I see. I heard the parents on both sides cut all ties with them after their proclivity for cheating and homewrecking brought home so much trouble.
Aha! That's it! Naomi, I've got the perfect idea. How about you raise these twins with me?
That's the perfect idea, is it? Jeez, I'd hate to hear a bad one. What the hell?
Please! You're the only person I can turn to!
Why the hell would I raise two kids that have absolutely nothing to do with me?
Well, why should I? We're in the same boat here.
We are most definitely not in the same boat. Yours is full of holes and you're stranded out at sea. I most definitely will not be getting in there with you.
Just think! Think how happy we could be if we struggle and grow together under the same harsh circumstances. Be mine again, Naomi. Let's walk through this life together hand in hand.
No thanks. The only place you're walking to right now is towards a cliff edge. Why would I throw away my own happiness to join you as you plunge into despair?
Throw away your happiness?
Yes, my happiness. I'm happy with my husband and I have no intention of jeopardizing that.
Well, where does that leave me then?
Not my problem. Talk to your parents or something.
My parents won't speak to me anymore after what just happened with Rita. They said they're at their wits' end and want nothing more to do with me. Ever!
What a shame.
Please, I'm begging you!
Oh, you are? Not my problem. Bye.
Naomi!
How to put this? While I do feel a sliver of pity for the sheer patheticness of the situation Henry is in, ultimately, he brought it all on himself, so there's definitely no sympathy. His messages got so frequent that they bordered on harassment, so I had no choice but to block him in the end. A few days later, my ex-husband had the nerve to show up at my parents' with his cheating ex-wife's kids. I have no idea what his aim was, but he was yelling at the top of his voice. Me and Naomi are back together, and we decided to raise the children together. He was so loud that even the neighbors could hear him. Apparently half the neighborhood was peeping out in the window as he banged on the door in a panicked frenzy. I'd already explained everything to my parents beforehand, so they understood what was going on immediately, and my dad called the police without hesitation. Word of Henry's walk of shame in handcuffs into the back of a police car soon spread around this whole workplace. After he was seen by a passing coworker, and he was fired, his reputation in tatters. Eventually, the twins were taken into a care of Henry's estranged parents, who had the common sense to realize that nothing good could come of their son raising children. I'm inclined to think they made the right decision. Can you imagine how they'd have turned out with a moron like him for a dad?
Hey, good evening, Carly. I need to ask you a little favor. Hey, are you there? Please respond. Good evening. Sorry, but I don't know who this is. Jog my memory? Do you seriously not remember me? By any chance, are you bad at remembering your friends' names, Carly? It's me, Leah, you dummy. Leah. Megan's mom? Surely that rings a bell. Oh, Megan from my son's class. So you're his mom. He says him and your daughter really get along. She sounds like a lovely girl. I can't believe it took saying my daughter's name for you to remember me. You really should make more of an effort with your friends. I'm really sorry, Leah. I hope you're not offended. Anyway, what was it you wanted? Can I help you with something? Yes, you can, actually. I need you to do me a little favor. A favor? From me? Don't worry, it's nothing difficult. Okay, great. So, what is it? It's about your husband, Callum. Will you lend him to me? Excuse me? Look, I'm sorry, Leah. I've read your message 3 times over, and I'm still no closer to understanding what you mean. Forgive me for asking, but by any chance, did you make a typing error? What? A typing error? You want me to lend you my husband? Yes, lend me him. What? I need him for the weekend. If you send him over on Friday night, you can have him back on Sunday evening. How does that sound? Be a darling and help out a friend. I obviously can't lend you my husband. What the hell? Huh? You can't? Of course I can't. He is my husband, not some inanimate object. Why would I lend you him? This is the weirdest question I've been asked in my life. Oh, please, would you stop? You're making me uncomfortable. You have to understand. My mother will be stopping by at the house on Saturday morning. Your mom? What does that have to do with my husband? I haven't been back to the family house or seen her in over 10 years. You could say the relationship has always been somewhat strained. I got married and had my Megan during those 10 years since we last spoke, so now I'm a mom and a housewife. I don't know how, but apparently she found out and wants to have a role in her granddaughter's life. Which means now she's intent on coming to visit this weekend to meet Megan and my husband. She wouldn't take no for an answer, so I have to take appropriate action. I see. That's all very interesting, and I'm sorry to hear you're in a difficult situation. But no matter which way you look at it, this still has nothing to do with my husband, Callum. Appropriate action. I don't understand what you mean. That's where you're wrong. It has everything to do with Callum. My mother asked for a picture of my husband, so I sent her a picture of your Callum. You did what? Think about it. He's so devilishly handsome. What choice did I have? Oh, not just a pretty face either. He's got a great reputation for being an amazing dad who's always there for the kids. He's practically in a different league to my husband. My man's so ugly, it looks like his face was designed by a blind man on drugs. And what's worse, he's always away on business. So that's why I need you to lend me Callum. No way. Huh? But I just explained in detail why I need him. I thought you were going to hand him over. I never said that, not even once. I've got it. Okay, how does this sound? If you lend me your Callum for the weekend, I'll lend you my husband sometime. One weekend and you get to choose when. That's fair, right? I don't want to borrow your husband. What's wrong with you? What do I have to do to get you to lend me him then? There's nothing you could do or say that could possibly change my mind. Do you understand? I'm saying this unequivocally. It's absolutely not going to happen. Oh, good grief. Why are you so stubborn and selfish? Which part is selfish? He's my husband, for crying out loud. Anyway, you said your mom's coming on Saturday morning, didn't you? Why do you want him from Friday night? I think that's quite obvious. If we suddenly have to play the part of loving couple in front of my mother straight after meeting each other, we won't seem genuine, and she'll figure out what's going on. That's why we have to spend the night together first, doing all sorts of loving couple things. If you catch my drift. Wink. That way, we'll be very convincing, and my mother won't suspect a thing. What? Oh, yeah. And I need you to watch my kid while you're at it. As usual, my actual husband is out on a business trip overseas, so don't worry about him finding out and causing any drama. But that also means I need you to look after Megan while the two of us get hot and steamy. Don't worry. The things you're saying are causing me nothing but worry. You're actually disturbed. What? Hey, that's not very nice. Like, wow, are you actually this creepy? I'm worried you lost your mind, and I don't know whether I should find you professional help, because who the hell asks this? Tell me it's all a joke. Who'd have thought lovely little Megan's mom would be such a dangerous, perverted weirdo? Should you really be raising children? Oh my God, you're horrible. Are you trying to upset me? Oh, damn, that felt good. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did go a little overboard there. It's like my hands took on a life of their own. A little overboard? All I'm asking is to borrow your husband, and you bite my head off and try to commit me to a goddamn psych ward. Jeez, lady. Anyway, the main point here is that Callum is my husband. Whether it's just for the weekend or not, whether it's for some silly little charade to trick your estranged mother or not, he's not your husband. If in spite of that, you persist in making these creepy, inappropriate requests, I will be forced to take appropriate action. So I kindly request that you cease and desist at once. Goodbye.
Carly, help!
Huh? What's wrong, Callum? You'll be getting home soon, right? What's going on?
That Leah woman you told me about earlier is waiting for me outside the ticket gate at the station as we speak.
What? Like she's lying in wait to ambush you?
Probably. That's what it looks like. Her clothes are a little, how to put this, tight-fitting. She's wearing a miniskirt so tight she looks like she's ready to pop out of it. I could see so much skin it wouldn't be weird if the police picked her up thinking she's cruising for clients. Her face is absolutely caked in makeup, It's terrifying. Ugh. She just winked and blew a kiss at me. This is so creepy. Ugh.
Oh, I guess that means she saw you then.
I'm just thankful I noticed before I left the ticket gate, but I won't be able to make it back home at this rate. I should have been more careful. I never would have guessed in a million years that she'd show up and wait for me at the station. She's unhinged.
What to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Can you go to the next station? I think it's called 16th Street Station, right?
16th Street Station.
I'm gonna come out on my bike to meet you. Let's meet up there and then go home together, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have to leave little Derek with my mom first before I get on my bike, so it's probably gonna be about 30 minutes until I get there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna head over to 16th Street Station and sit tight.
Great. Let's meet at the northern entrance, okay?
It's a plan. See you soon. Thanks, Carly.
Carly, are you there? This is urgent. I went to meet Callum at the station after he got off work, but he turned around before exiting the ticket gate, and it seems like he went back into the station. What's going on? Me and him are supposed to be spending the night together. I pulled out all the stops. I tidied the place up, bought wine, candles, even baby oil, but he just vanished. What with us being a couple for the next 3 days, I thought it would make sense to come and meet him after work, because that's what couples do, right? I never would have thought that a big, strong, handsome man like him would be this shy. Can you persuade him to come out of the ticket gate ASAP, please? I'm getting cold in these clothes. Plus, we need to spend as much time as we possibly can together tonight to prepare for my mother's assault in the morning. He won't come no matter how long you wait. Huh? Callum's already at home with me. What? No way. He's still inside the station somewhere. I know he is. He didn't even leave the ticket gate yet. He's having a relaxing soak in the tub as we speak. Huh? No. You're making some kind of mistake. I saw him at the ticket gate just a little while ago. When I winked and blew him a kiss, he got all shy and turned back. He knows I'm waiting for him. He wouldn't just leave me stood around like this. He came home from the 16th Street station today. Huh? 16th Street? He messaged me begging for help as soon as he saw you. Then turned around, got right back on the train, and got off at 16th Street. I came out to meet him, and we went home together. We just arrived at the house. Wait, this isn't how things were supposed to be. We had a promise. We most definitely did not have a promise. In fact, I made it very clear that the answer was no, didn't I? But Carly, please. My mother will be here in the morning. I have to show her that me and my husband Callum are deeply in love. I showed her his picture already, damn it! How could you hang me out to dry like this? If you don't let me borrow him tonight, I'll be in big trouble. Why don't you just be honest and introduce her to your real husband? That way you won't scare the living daylights out of any innocent people, and your mom gets to meet your actual family. Everyone wins. Why not just say you got a little carried away and wanted to impress her? Play it off like you were joking and you're all embarrassed. I'm sure she won't mind. I can't do that. I'd never live it down. My husband's only redeeming quality is his salary. How can I introduce a man that unfortunate looking to my mother? Besides, it's only one weekend. What's the problem with lending me your hunky husband for a measly 3 days? Callum would have a good time. My mom would be proud of me for bagging such a great husband. Everyone wins. Oh, God, how many times? How many times do I have to tell you? Callum is not your husband. Can I kindly ask you to stop making me so angry? This is me holding back. You have no idea how hard I'm trying not to flip a switch on you right now. I just know I'm gonna say something I regret if you don't cut this out right now. Don't push it, Leah. I swear it won't be pretty. Carly, Do you understand what I meant when I said you were disturbed, that you need professional help? Since you're not actually my problem, maybe I should give a certain person away on business right now a call and explain the situation. Guys, don't do that! Okay, I'll stop, I swear. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Ah, you finally get it. What a relief. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? I'm so silly. Here's the thing. I may have already called your husband and told him exactly what you've been doing. All of it. Chat logs and all. What? You're bluffing. How would you have my husband's number? What the? I phoned kindergarten and asked for Megan's emergency contact details, which they kindly obliged. Oh, one more thing. He's not away on business anymore. Want to know where he is? That's right. He cut the trip short to come home and deal with his deranged wife. My guess is that he's waiting at home for you to get back. Don't keep him waiting, okay? What have you done? You have no idea how bad this is for me. My life is over. Oh, yeah. And let's not forget your mom. I wonder what she's gonna say. Huh? Apparently, your husband got her number off a friend of yours. He said she'll be arriving soon. Looks like they'll both be waiting for you when you get back. Oh, aren't you lucky? No way! Oh, I just got another message from your husband. I just spotted my wife dressed like a $5 prostitute while driving past the station. I'm going to take her home now. Ah, looks like your taxi's here. No! With that, Leah was successfully captured and taken home, where she couldn't do any further damage. Her husband told me a couple of things when he showed up at our house with some chocolates to apologize. First of all, as you probably expected, he decided to divorce her. It turns out she'd been treating her husband like her personal ATM for a long time before this, and had a habit of spending all his money on clothes and alcohol. Her attempt to steal my husband was the straw that broke the camel's back. Everyone has a limit, and this was his. What's worse, he said she almost never did the housework and showed no interest in childcare, so he was, for all intents and purposes, a single parent, despite living with his wife. He told me all about how Leah would force his mother to watch the kid while she went out drinking and partying into the early hours. Naturally, all of the above considered, her husband won custody of Megan. Having nowhere left to go, Leah went back to the family home after having no contact with her parents for 10 years. Apparently, the reason she became estranged from her parents in the first place was because they forced her to do ungodly amounts of housework that bordered on manual labor. Having nowhere else to go, she had no choice but to return to her old life of servitude, and is now exhausted 24/7, 7 days a week, due to being worked like a dog by her overbearing parents.